I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. And our souls seek to be in integrity. In this channel, this Shadow Teacher channel, there is a reference to the shadow. Shadow being the Jungian term of that which lies beneath our conscious mind, the beliefs that we've hidden from the light of day that drive our behavior from under the surface. And our egos want to be validated, they want to be right, they want to be good, they want to be important, and sometimes those qualities come into conflict. And our egos will try to justify doing something that our soul knows is the wrong thing to do. And even if we're just thinking those thoughts, if we obsess over those thoughts, one thing if we have a thought and we let it go, that's the healthy thing. Like many thoughts come and go in our lives, but if we obsess over those thoughts or take it to the next level, act on a thought that our soul knows is wrong, that our ego justifies, then we start to build shame and guilt around that behavior. And we start to have an identity that's out of integrity, that's out of alignment, because we're carrying that shame and guilt. There's a misalignment from our ego and our higher self. And I grew up Catholic. In the Catholic Church, there was the practice of confession, confessing your sins to the priest. And this practice of confession was so you could release this shame, the things that you knew were wrong, that you've done, that you could come clean about them and let them go and accept forgiveness. In Scientology, they have auditing, which is intended to do the same thing. Have someone bare their soul and release the shameful identity or the shameful act that they've been hiding and let it go, so that the soul can be in alignment once again with the ego. There can be peace within oneself. They say the truth shall set you free. And I find this to be an important concept when we are doing our work, is being honest about our lives and ourselves and even what we've been ashamed of. Now, this is not necessarily for the world to see, but there might be someone in your life who you have wronged and who you've lied to, you've hidden something from, and there might be coming a time where reconciliation or simply coming clean with an apology, with being open about something, so there can be peace. Sometimes that's not appropriate, though. Sometimes you have to weigh if you tell someone a lie, or if you admit to a lie that you've hidden from them, is that going to do them more damage? But in a situation where someone is willing to hear you out, someone is willing to know something was off with you or off with your relationship and needs to come to an understanding, then the truth shall set you free at that time. Again, having someone you trust, a trusted friend, a mentor, or a spiritual leader who you trust, a counselor, someone who truly has your best interest at heart and can hold space for you and will not use what you say against you, but will allow you to come clean. This is a cleansing of the soul. And some of us have darker shadows than others, but we all have shadows. We all have those moments. It's part of the human condition and experience, is to have times when our ego does things that we regret later and still justifies it and hides it from shame and guilt. But if you're looking at the map of consciousness, Dr. David Hawkins' map of consciousness, shame is on the very bottom, the lowest frequency one can experience. And when we're living with a shadow of shame over our shoulders, over our heads, then it makes it very difficult to live in a higher bandwidth of energy, higher expression of energy and potential. So in this video, again, there's no call to action, but I'm simply putting out the concept, an idea that I found to be true. And for those who do take action, again, it's important that you do this with people you have the right relationship with, people who can hold space for you, people you have a high level of trust, or people that it's important and the right thing to do for your soul to come clean with and make amends in a relationship. So with that being said, I'm going to end this transmission. Be strong, be well, and I will see you on the other side.